So I'm sitting in my sleeper compartment in the Shosholoza Meyl train from Johannesburg to Cape Town. I had a good night's sleep last night on the train. I have one roommate. I could have had up to 3 roommates because it's a 4-person bunk, but only had the one, which is very nice, and he's a great guy. And met lots of nice people on the train. I had a lot of fun having dinner with some people and just hanging out in the hallway looking out at animals. This morning I saw ostriches and lots of other things I can't name out the window. It's been a terrific train ride so far from Johannesburg to Cape Town, except that there was a problem on the tracks, and now there's a problem with the train, and we're stopped now sort of in the middle of the desert. So it's still fine for now, but at this point I have no idea when I'll get to Cape Town. Hopefully it's before my next flight, which luckily is more than 24 hours from now. But realistically, I just have no idea. Apparently there is going to be buses at the next city for us if they could ever get the train that far. The good news is that the train is running again. We were stuck in the desert, just sitting there as they fixed the brakes, but now we're rolling again, which presumably means that they fixed the brakes, but one way or another we're moving forward, which I think is a good thing. Now though, we've been delayed so much that our best case, if we stay on the train, is to arrive in Cape Town at about 11:30 p.m. tonight, which I think means realistically much later than that. The alternative they gave us is at the next city, which is coming up I think in about 45 minutes or so. We can switch to a bus, and so that bus should take about another 4.5 hours or so, maybe 5 hours to get to Cape Town, and that will get us in probably around 8:30 p.m., something like that. I think I'm gonna, it's a tough decision, I think I'm gonna opt for the bus, just because I really do want to see my friend in Cape Town, and I actually want to get there eventually, and there's no guarantee the train will really keep going. We'll see. Alright, so our train was massively delayed, so we were brought to a stop where a bus is going to pick us up.
We think.
And yeah, we expect to see it right here, but I guess it's on the other side of the track, so supposedly it's finding its way across. And soon we'll be on our way, the rest of the way, by bus. So here's our view by bus of the Dodoran Valley, which is quite beautiful. I'm not really... So a piece of our bus apparently fell off onto the road, and the driver went to get it. This just in. I just heard from one of the families that was on the train with me. They had opted to stay on the train and go further. I had emailed the father of this family, Ben, and told him about our experience with the bus basically falling apart and us arriving at 9:30 p.m. in Cape Town. And he replied that we actually had it really good. Here's what he wrote. I think we win the worst trip award, as we only arrived in Cape Town Tuesday morning at 2:50 a.m. with the locomotive smoking and on fire, as the brake pads of the train clamped up and we drove 220 kilometers like that. He goes on to say, we were given free food on the train due to the train running late, and we all got food poisoning from it. This was a trip to remember. So it sounds like I actually did make the right decision by switching to the bus despite it falling apart.